Hey folks, this is Jadius.
And this is Bayus.
We're in the Wood League, and so are you. And first and foremost, we'd like to thank all you folks out there, all of our subscribers, or anybody who's been watching, over the last little while. Thank you for your patience, to bear with us for our absence over the last week and a half or 2 weeks or so. There was a lot of circumstances that were kind of beyond our control that forced us to take a bit of a hiatus, but we're back now, and hopefully going to bring you games more regularly, like it was before. And speaking of which, this first game that we've got for you is one that I'm personally pretty excited about. This is Boxer, the Blue Terran. Boxer, of course, one of the most famous, if not the most famous Terran in the world, and one of the most famous Starcraft players in history. Big time Starcraft 1 guy coming in here, starting to get involved in StarCraft 2, and of course our pal Fruitdealer over here in the red. Fruitdealer, of course, recent champion of the GSL Season 1, featured on the Wood League on a couple of occasions, and this was actually a game that I was watching during the Blizzcon stream. This is part of the Blizzcon tournament on Friday night, and a few minutes into this game the stream cut out, as I'm sure it did for a lot of you guys at home, and so we managed to track down this game. We're going to bring it to you hopefully without any cutouts, and already some crazy stuff going on here from Boxer. What do you think of this base?
Yeah, well, it looks like Boxer is building his barracks outside of his base. So if Fruit Dealer chose to scout him right now, he wouldn't know what the hell's going on. He would be walking in here and he would see a quick, what we would perceive as a quick refinery, one supply depot, and nothing else.
And nothing
But it
else.
looks like Fruit Dealer is not going to scout.
Yeah, pretty standard 14 spawning pool and hatchery for Fruitdealer. Almost without question does Fruitdealer build the early hatchery at first 14, 15 supply. Almost every game I've ever seen with Fruitdealer, that early hatchery does come out. Maybe Boxer sensing that, building a bunker over here. Quick bunker rush for Boxer by the main ramp, and then make that a 2 bunker rush. And I think it's going to box in these drones. Perfectly placed bunkers here for Boxer.
Yeah, it looked to me like those drones would be able to fit between the bunkers, but that is apparently not the case. And these SCVs are going to be able to finish up these bunkers without being harmed by these drones. And the drones will be forced back by Boxer's fast Marine. And now that Marine will duck into a bunker, and Fruit Dealer making a very quick split-second decision to cancel that hatchery, which was actually like 95% done, I would say.
Yeah, that hatchery going down. Looks like Fruitdealer's going to have to change his plans. Boxer feeling like the harassment did his job. Going to salvage one of those bunkers. Going to put at least 2 Marines in the first bunker. Going to move that barracks that he built outside of his base. Give his Marines a slightly shorter path back to his ramp, and start up the standard Terran base block play. Man, I can't speak today. Meanwhile, two Zerglings managed to escape this bunker. I think it was a grouping of 4. 2 of them go down, and it looks like these Zerglings are out, probably on a scouting mission. Probably not expecting much from these. Is a Fruitdealer. But meanwhile,
Yes, I'm not. Yeah, these Fruit Dealer running out and actually attacking with these two Zerglings. I suppose this is more of a scout attack than anything else. Obviously, these Zerglings aren't going to do much damage, and now they're going to retreat when they're faced with a real opponent. But I've just noticed, JDS, that the production tab now has small progress bars for every single unit in production. It's quite interesting to me.
yeah, absolutely has. They've had that since the big, not the big, but the last patch. And yeah, I mean, definitely important for our endeavors here, and for you guys at home to see these progress bars. I think we featured maybe 2 or 3 games that have had the bars thus far, but yeah, definitely a good touch. It looks like Fruitdealer, first of all, has transitioned to roaches, but second of all is going to cheekily go after this gold mineral expansion here in the middle. Looks like Boxer just going to miss seeing that with this Hellion here, but geez, I mean that's very, very bold after having lost his
Yeah,
natural expansion.
I can see that the Italian noticed just the tip of that creep, and as a result, Boxer's going to move the Hellion back in and check out the expansion. Notices entirely up that he's too late to stop it. So I'm not sure what he's going to do here, but I think it would be a good idea to put some pressure on that expansion and stop it from getting up to true efficiency.
Looks like Boxer going to go over here to the main base where more workers are actually out and about and are ready to be flamethrowered. A couple of workers taking some heat right now. They're going to go down, and this Hellion manages to escape with 5 HP. Meanwhile, these roaches outside of Boxer's base going to try to crack this base block, but it looks like the meager complement of units that Boxer has behind the 3 big buildings is going to be tough enough. These three buildings that are going to be pretty hard to crack. No supply depots in that block. But Fruitdealer succeeding to get this gold mineral expansion up, and he's going to get a big boost from that. The lone Hellion with his 5 HP going to hang out at the Xel'Naga Watchtower and give Boxer the layout for the time being.
Yeah, Boxer able to see what's going on at that expansion, but currently he's powerless to take it down. He just knows those roaches are out on the board, and hopefully with this siege tank and these marauders, he'll be able to actually fight back.
Yeah, pretty decent grouping of units here to take down these roaches, and just as I say that, a Banshee coming out on the board, which is perfect to take down these roaches. The roaches are going to be pretty beefy, probably not going to kill many of them by the time he can get to the gold mineral expansion, and the aid of this Queen is going to manage to take down one roach. Now it's going to be Banshee versus Queen. Banshee probably win this tilt. Queen going to retreat right now. And a second Queen hatches right in the nick of time. They're going to try to push this Banshee away. They're going to do exactly that. In fact, they're going to take it down. And this Queen going to survive with 4 HP. A lot of that going around in this game. These near escapes, and Fruitdealer's got to be happy about that.
Yeah, and Boxer's got to be unhappy that he wasn't the one to escape with 4 hit points. His Banshee went down, and as a result, a bunch of his resources were flushed down the toilet. And again, Fruitdealer scouting at the front of his base with an Overlord, and he's going to possibly be taken down by a bunch of Marines, but here come the Zerglings, and these Marines are not going to live much longer.
Siege just starting to research now, probably saving that gas for his early Banshees. So Siege not ready for the time being. Units are going to be able enough to take down those Zerglings, and this Banshee, another Banshee out on the field. Boxer was hoping to have 2 Banshees by this point, but of course taken down by the Queens. A good unit complement. Fruitdealer kind of scouting out here with some Speedlings near the front of the base. And meanwhile, this bunker kind of sitting idly, not being built. Hoping that this SCV is here to build it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just here to kind of have a hangout near this bunker. No, well, he's got a buddy. He's got 2 SCVs there. Neither of them doing any work. 2 lazy SCVs kind of just hanging out by this bunker. And
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's going on through Boxer's mind. Maybe he's a little thrown off by all these Speedlings. But God, come on, finish that bunker. You can do it. There we go, Boxer. Finally taking orders, and he's going to finish out that bunker and try to bolster up his base defenses here. Siege mode now researched, so
yeah,
in
Terran construction, there's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of paperwork that has to go through before anything gets built, and it looks like that bunker was finally approved on the budget, and it finally finished going up.
Yeah, it was just a lot of bureaucracy in the Terran nations, a lot of unions, that demand higher pay and lower hours, of course, as most unions deal with. But finally, that bunker got up and running, and well, it'll probably be a few years now till we see a second bunker. So Box is going to have to be content with that one bunker to protect his base. Meanwhile, a lot of Speedlings out here for Fruitdealer. Looks like he's pretty content with sticking with the Speedlings. 46 Zerglings out on the field right now. 4 Queens, maintaining his 4 expansions. Well, 3 expansions. The 4th one coming up right now. Queens looks like this Queen's going to go down to some Banshee fire, as well as maybe this second Queen. Yeah, so Fruitdealer losing 2 Queens in the span of about 5 or 6 seconds there to this Banshee harass. Banshee's going to try their luck against this hatchery. Looks like Hydralisk is being transferred over by Fruitdealer, and Boxer wary of seeing that Hydralisk, knowing that the Hydralisk tech is now researched for Fruitdealer, and he's going to retreat for the time being.